So we're going to talk about the parts of a camera. So we talked a little bit about, in the previous video, shutter, aperture, that sort of thing. So we're actually going to look at it on the camera. So here is our shutter. So when you click the button, it opens the shutter. Typically, if you have it set, your shutter speed set, which is going to be on the top. So this one is set where it will stay open. So that's 1 second, a half, a fourth, an eighth, and so on. So the 1/60th is typically the lowest number you want to go when you are hand holding the camera. So anything over that, it'll be 1 1/25 of a second shutter speed. So when you click the button, well, film camera, I have to slide it. When you click the button, it opens really fast. So that on a slower scale. Sorry, I'm struggling to hold my phone to do this. Okay. So it opens and closes on its own, depending on the speed. This is a film camera, so your film will go in here, it rolls across, and then when that shutter opens, it's exposed in that surface. It's easier to show this on a film camera because digital cameras don't open. So this is our lens, and this is where we're going to look at aperture. So here you can see, you see those little things close? That's your aperture. So this one's set. It's actually pretty big. It's kind of a mid-length. If I can get it to adjust. So we adjust the aperture for a film camera here on the lens. The bigger it is, bigger your hole is, the shallower the depth of field. So this is a small hole. You're gonna have a really deep depth of field. This is a big hole. It's open all the way. You're gonna have really shallow depth of field. So let's close it just a little bit. So you see, it's a little bit bigger. Round it back down. It's really small. So that helps determine how much light is let in. So bigger opening, more light let in. Smaller opening, less light let in. Same for the shutter speed. That adjusts how much light is coming into the camera. So the smaller the number, so 1 second, 1/2, which really that's bigger amount of time. That's going to be more light let in the camera. So less light is going to be let in the camera from 60 up. More light's going to be let in the camera from 60 down. So another thing that adjusts that is ISO, which on this one it says ASA. This is an older camera. But that's more about sensitivity. So you're going to set that your film will have that set already. For a film camera, and then for a digital camera, you set it. The higher number it is, the grainier it will be. So if you want a really, really smooth photo, you're going to set it to 100. But 100 doesn't allow for a lot of light sensitivity. So typically, most people use 400 ISO, and we don't really talk about that a lot. You don't really need to know that unless you're like taking a photo class and doing photography. So if that's something you're interested in, you can look up more about ISO. You can ask me questions. I'll be happy to answer. So, and then those are the aperture numbers there. So this is a fixed lens, so it doesn't have a zoom, but it still focuses. So this turns for focus, this turns to adjust aperture, this adjusts shutter speed and ISO. So that's it.